I don't know if you have seen the video of the woman who has been in a relationship with her boyfriend for like 8 years, and he has a house and she's constantly working to fix it up and to make improvements to it, and she pays him rent. And a lot of people have offered their 2 cents on it. I'm going to be no different than them. I'm going to offer my 2 cents too. So the biggest thing that stuck out for me in that video is when she said, yes, I know a lot of people wouldn't be in a relationship with someone for 8 years without being married, but my boyfriend doesn't want to be married and I don't want to be married. Okay, let's pause the tape right there. While there are some women who genuinely don't want to be married, that's fine. I am not talking about you. Save your comment. I don't care. There are a lot of women. I used to be one of those women, and I talk to a lot of women who have this belief on a daily basis. A lot of women don't like things because their partner doesn't like those things. And we do this as a way to protect ourselves and to keep the peace in the relationship. A big example of that is women who say, well, I don't like gifts anyway. I don't really celebrate holidays. Mind you, if they were in a healthy relationship with someone who did do those things for them, they would absolutely love it. But because they are in a relationship with someone who doesn't give a shit about any of those things, gives them crappy gifts or gives them no gift at all, they've just, in order to protect themselves, they're like, well, I don't like those things anyway. A woman who has dreamed her whole entire life of being married. She's always wanted to be married. It's important to her. Behind the scenes, she's dropping hints about rings that she wants. But her boyfriend is in no rush to get married. So in order to keep the peace, she's now convinced herself, well, I really don't want to be married. Now, the next thing I'm going to say is something that a lot of people might not agree with. Well, she does live with her boyfriend and she pays him rent. She did make a comment about how basically in this economy, what she's paying him in rent is cheaper than if she were to have her own place. Now, I can see where she is coming from. This is why a lot of women don't leave relationships that are not serving or benefiting them in any kind of way. That saying is cheaper to keep her. It works the other way around. For a lot of people, it's just cheaper to stay than to get a house or to get an apartment of your own. So while that's not my situation, I can see where her and a lot of women are coming from. Now, what I also will say about that situation is she basically admitted that I would, if I was living with something like, not the words exactly, but like if I was living with a friend, I would also help them improve their place. I would also pay them rent. It's like a Freudian slip almost. You and your man are basically just roommates at this point. And like I said, that's totally fine. In this economy, if you can find cheap rent somewhere, hey, it is what it is. But just call a spade a spade. Y'all are just friends. Also, as women, we have been manufactured to be fixer-uppers and to be moms and nurturers in our relationships. We're going to be the girlfriend who comes in to the boyfriend's apartment and buys curtains and blinds and buys a new table and completely remodels it. We're going to be the one to spruce up everything and buy him new plates and new dishes. We got to stop treating these men like they're our children. That's so weird. We try so hard to make their houses a home because we so badly want to make a home with these people. And another viewpoint that I can see in that whole situation is a lot of us women want relationships so bad that we're going to get in where we fit in. Hey, if you're going to make me pay rent and not put my name on anything, at least I have a boyfriend. If I'm going to put my blood, sweat, tears, and money into remodeling and doing improvements on this home that I have no rights to, hey, I'm in a relationship. You're not going to marry me. You're not in a hurry to marry me. You made it clear that you don't want to marry me, but at least I'm in a relationship. This is not our home. My name is not on anything. I don't have rights to anything. But me remodeling it and doing fixer-upper jobs to it gives me the false sense of this being our home, so I'm just going to take that. The solution to that would be he needs to put your name on that house that you're pouring time, energy, and money into. If he's not doing that, then if you want to be in a situation where you're not stuck paying rent or a mortgage by yourself, there are people who are actually looking for roommates who probably have equal to or cheaper prices that they are charging for rent. Do your due diligence, file the proper paperwork, do background checks, do what you got to do. And she said she's not interested in marriage, but for those of you who are, and you're kind of like making yourself believe that you don't really want that, there are plenty of people out there who do want the same things that you want. The issue that a lot of us women have is that we just don't want to wait for that. We want to hurry up and get into a relationship that's not fulfilling us, that we're not happy in, that our needs are not being met in, that we're clearly being taken advantage of. We just want something. And you deserve way more than just something.